Hello, you guys. I am back. I am back. I don't know if y'all missed me on live, but I am back. I did do a live when I was out of town, and we had a good little kiki when I was out of town, and I did a live. But I am back. I am back. Um, for everybody that don't know, I did just put up a vlog. And the vlog is of when we went to my sissy's graduation. She got her PhD, and I'll be going to another special graduation next week. My little niece is graduating as well. She's not getting her PhD, but she graduated from high school, and that's a big accomplishment in itself. That's the beginning to get to that PhD. How about that one? Shout out to her. Um, and yeah, but before I get started, I do need to run and get some things. So let me. All right, y'all, we back. I'm trying to find my live. Y'all know how I do. I always come in and try to locate my live, and I never can locate my live. Why can I locate my live? There we go. All right, I located it, y'all. I located it. False alarm, false alarm. The girl had located her live. She done located her live. That's a false alarm. That's a false alarm. Okay, so we in this thing like chicken wing. Okay, and tonight, let me get our comments on. All right, now we ready to roll. Y'all probably saying, now what are we talking about tonight, girlfriend? What are we talking about tonight, girlfriend? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Let me go ahead and zoom out just a little bit because y'all all in my business. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. I think we're a little better. But look like we're getting a lot of hubby's dark situation over there and less of me over here. Let me give y'all 30 seconds so I can go ahead and fix that situation. Okay? And while I fix that situation, if y'all just coming in, welcome. I'm still here, y'all. I'm gonna need to give y'all 30 more seconds because I don't like the way my camera is sitting. Okay, let me give y'all 30 more seconds. Why won't come over here for me? All right, y'all. I guess I won't be giving y'all 30 seconds. We was gonna give y'all 30 seconds. Hold on, y'all. I need to switch the cams. Need to switch the cams. Now we're back. And my head is all over because I've been trying to work. Okay, 'cause I've been trying to work, y'all. It's going crazy. All right, y'all. We back. We are back. I just need to put the cam on. But we are back in this thing like chicken wing, okay? Go ahead and put this other camera on. Why is it not coming on? Hold up, y'all. Let me get my other. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta get the other cam working. I don't know why it's not working for me. But hey, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm sorry, I got the wrong cam on tonight. I need to put on the other cam, but it's tripping. So give me a second. We'll be back up and running. But right now, I got the wrong cam up. Oh, this is crazy. Why is my other cam not working? I don't know, but how y'all doing in the chat? Hi. Hello. Hmm. Need 30 seconds to put my cam back on. Here we go. It's back. Here we go. I just need to come in and see it, girl, just a little bit closer. There we go. We back, y'all. We back. We back. When I say we back, we back. How y'all doing tonight? We are back in full effect, okay? We are back in full effect. I still don't like that we are all over. But I'm tired of trying to fix it, y'all. I'm just tired of trying to fix it. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Forgive hubby's dart situation over here because he likes to hit the darts over there. And, just let's just tune into what Key with the T. No, I'm not. I'm Key to Travel. Woo, y'all, I'm giving y'all a whole other channel. Okay. It has nothing to do with what we're doing over here with the travel. So now that we didn't have all this craziness going on, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Tonight we are going to be talking about. I took 10 minutes, y'all, of trying to get this 11 minutes of trying to get my setup how I like to set it up. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about traveling with the weather and how that came about, y'all. Your girl got a story time. If y'all didn't watch my video that I posted tonight, please go ahead and watch it after this live tonight and give your girl some pointers on what you like to see and tell me if you like the vlog. Okay? And please come in the chatterization and tell me who you are so we could chit chat together. Okay? But first, let me tell y'all about this weather. Y'all would have thought when New Orleans rain, in some parts of New Orleans, it still floods, right? Y'all would think, what? What you said? Katrina happened. Y'all supposed to have got all these great pumps and situations going on, allegedly. But we didn't. So, needless to say, a lot of the streets flood. But let me back it up and tell y'all exactly what happened that morning. In the blog, I kind of gave y'all the ish, okay? Me and hubby was supposed to be up, uh, we were supposed to be out the house for 6:30, right? Set the alarm, right, for 4. Now, our flight wasn't till 10, right? But what we had to do is we had to get dressed, get ready. We had to go pick up my mother-in-law, who lives about maybe 45 minutes away from our house. And she was coming to the airport with us. We were all traveling together. So we was excited. I like to travel with my mother-in-law. I have the best in the world. Okay, but I digress. So she so we was going to pick her up. So of course my alarm didn't go off. So we hop up at 6:30. We were supposed to be leaving the house at 6:30, okay? So we hop up at 6:30. How he goes, and he usually makes the coffee and all that. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the coffee in the morning, all that. So I'm laying in the bed, I'm waiting for my coffee, right? I'm just laying there. So next thing I hear, he's in the shower. Hubby don't pack till in the morning, okay? He packs the morning of us leaving. So because he was late, he still had to pack. He still went to get, he went to take his shower and everything, get dressed and everything. So he went and did that. So I'm still just laying in the bed, chillaxing or whatnot. So he comes back in the room about 7, and he like, "What are you doing? Like, we need to go. Like, what are you doing?" And I was like, "No coffee." He was like, "Well, stop and get coffee at Starbucks." All right, fine. My day don't start like that, okay? So I got to pull myself out of bed. I gotta go shower, get dressed, and all that good stuff, right? So at this point, he's like, "We gotta go, we gotta go." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna do my makeup and stuff in the car after I get out the shower, do my face creams or whatever. I'm gonna do my makeup and everything. I'm gonna do in the car." So 7:40 comes, and he like, "We have to go." Like, I'm like, "You're right. Let's go." I'm gonna finish everything in the car. Luckily, I got braids, so I don't have to worry about hair. The makeup situation, I really wasn't makeup in the makeup situation. I just did like a little concealer. I think I did the 5-minute routine. If y'all know what the 5-minute routine is, if you're a lady, let me tell you what the 5-minute routine is. The 5-minute routine is concealer, the not the loose powder, but the pressed powder under the eyes, um, bronzer, bronze up your cheeks, and if you wear eyeliner, eyeliner. If you wear lashes, lashes, and that's a wrap. Okay, and a gloss. I didn't even put the gloss on, okay, because I knew I wanted my coffee. So the gloss just went in the purse, okay? And that's what you call a quick 5 minute, literally, if it's 5 minutes, okay? Okay. And look like you did a whole face. Prime example. Okay. But today I actually threw a little bit of blush because I was trying my new Juvia's Place blush. But usually I don't do that. Okay. So it was the 5 minute. Usually when I travel, I do the whole kit and caboodle of getting that look, right? I'm trying to watch that too. Okay. So I do that good, good look to like, the wake look, right? So I ain't do that. I did the 5 minute. So we leave out the house. We head to my mother-in-law's house. We get to my mother-in-law's house. Hubby realizes that the car is on E, right? So we have to stop and get gas. It's no if, ands, or buts. So he wanted to do that before we pick my mother-in-law up. So, all we can do is just hop on the bridge and get back home, right? So we did all that, and we picked her up, and then we had to come back home so we can catch the Uber. I don't know why we did this, but to catch the Uber from our house, right? So that's what we did. So when we get back home, it is 9 o'clock. Now, mind you, our flight is for 10. Yo, I don't want to lie to y'all. Our flight is for 10. I said 10:20. Our flight is for 10:40. Okay. So we get back to my house at 9, right? We're about 30 minutes from the airport. Okay, so we get to my house, and um I'm looking like the clouds are looking like dark. But at this point it still hadn't rained. We still got to leave my house, get to, cause see, if the weather was really, really bad when we left my house, it would have took us way longer to pick up my mother-in-law because traffic people can't drive in the rain here in New Orleans, okay? So it hadn't started raining yet. The time was with us. You hear me? So when we get back to our house, the clouds start looking dark, but it hadn't started raining yet, right? So we go inside, and this time it's 9 o'clock, right? So it does take about 30, depending. We went on a weekday, so you're going to get that people going to work traffic, right? So it's 9 o'clock. So I'm like, I think I need to. When we was pulling in the driveway, I'm like, I think I need to go ahead and order this Uber, because they might take 15, 20 minutes to get here, and we're going to be out of luck. At this time, we hadn't had any notifications of our flight being delayed. Okay. So I go inside to make sure we didn't leave anything, no last minute ish. Hubby brought out the bags because the bags were still in our house. Because we were going to pick up my mother-in-law, we were going to bring her back to our house. Hubby was going to cook breakfast for us that morning because the goal was we was going to get back to our house about maybe 7:30 ish, 8. We were going to have breakfast, coffee, relax, to get the Uber, and leave out about 9 ish. Okay. So when we got back home, it was 9, right? So I went ahead and I called the Uber, right? Called the Uber. The Uber was 2 minutes away. Did you hear what I say? I say 2 minutes away. Okay. So I was like, so I go inside. Hubby goes to get our bags. My mother-in-law bags in the car. So he's taking those out, things like that. I go inside to make sure everything is everything. Everything is copacetic. And um, as soon as I go in the house to do that, the driver is here. So my mother-in-law we got in the car because she knew, we were still doing stuff. Hubby still had to get the bags, things like that. So she wanted to make sure the Uber driver was good with waiting on us. So we did all that. We get in the car. Finally, by maybe 9:05 at the, because literally I went inside. I went checked the lights or whatever I did, and then mother-in-law was in the car. Hubby, the bags was actually by the door, so he just had to move them out. So at the most, we were out the house by 9:10. Okay, okay. So we get in the car. It's not raining at the time. Okay, so there's two ways you can get to the airport from my house. You can go one way, which the traffic was kind of bad when we were coming back from my mother-in-law house, and then there's another way that you can go, which the traffic was not bad at all. So hubby says to the driver, "Can you go the opposite way?" But the opposite way, the clouds was pitch black that way. Okay, it was so dark that way. It was the west, right? The weather was coming from the west to the east. So it was so dark that way. So I'm like, oh. So I actually made a little, because it's again, the clouds was a little dark for us, but it wasn't really, really dark. But it was dark that way. And I remember looking at my mother-in-law saying, "Oh, it looks dark over there." And my camera was in the trunk, not the trunk. She had like a one of them the 3-seater. So it was on the third seat, okay? But I didn't want to high back there to get it, but I noticed that the clouds was so she was like, okay. So we started driving that way. And as we're driving that way, the weather started progressively getting worse. Right? Now, I'm not saying just a little shower. No, girlfriend. If y'all watch my video, somebody had video that day, and thank goodness they did, on TikTok, and I have it in my video but the weather was horrid. Okay, she couldn't see her hand in front of her face. I could get my camera because my nerves was bad. And girl was handling her business, but she was doing 2 miles an hour. Okay. Okay. We still made it to the airport because there was no traffic. We still made it to the airport at like 9:45, something like that. Still great time. Okay. We still could have made our flight. But so we as we were as we were driving to the airport, we got our first notification that our flight was delayed. So I'm like, okay, our flight was delayed till 11:15. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's cool. It's still not bad because our flight was for 10:40. So 11:15, still not that bad, right? So as we driving there, we get another notification, and it has been moved now to 11:45. Still not that bad. 40 minutes. No, 40, 20. Okay, almost an hour. But still not that bad, right? So we get to the airport, check our bags, do all the things, get through TSA, all the things, and we get seated. We get another notification. Our flight is leaving at 12. Okay, cool. I looked at my mother-in-law. I say, what you want to go get brunch or something? We already here, you know? She's like, no, she's just chilling or whatever. We got our coffee. We went to Starbucks. So she's just chilling. I'm just chilling. Hubby just chilling. So we just sitting there chilling and started, watching the screen time on the phones and things like that. And then I was getting the notifications. They were ping, bing, bing, back to back to back. So I ain't getting no more notifications. So my mother-in-law had downloaded our app. And she says, oh, we have another notification. We're not leaving till 1. I was like, are you kidding me? Because they ain't sent it to me. They must have knew I was going to blow a gasket, okay, through this thing. So I said 1 o'clock. So I'm like, oh my goodness. But why am I tripping? We still chilling. Like we were late, okay? They like did us a favor to calm down, relax, cool, and relax and chill. You know what I'm saying? Because we were late. We would have been running through that thing to get to where we had to go. But we were on time. Do you understand me? Everything happens for a reason. Do you understand me? So we go and we get on the finally our flight, our plane came. We get on the flight or whatever. We get to our destination. Everything is copacetic. Everything is cool. We get to the rental car place there. Everything is good. Hubby goes because the status he is at the rental car place. You can pick your own car. So hubby goes to pick the Tesla, right? And the young lady said, "Don't do that. They're gonna spray paint your car." I said, "Oh." Okay. So then, if you see in the vlog, we went ahead and got an electric Kia, which was a cool little car. It's just being in New Orleans, we don't see a lot of charging stations. Being up there, there is a lot, but it just takes time, and we're not sometimes patient people. But that's here nor there. So yeah, so the moral to the story is when the weather is bad, you must have patience. Okay, sometimes it can help some people. Okay, like us, because we could have been running through the airport. You know what I'm saying? And I got a bad foot. Okay, but that's here nor there. I digress. Okay, well yeah. So that's the thing. My vertical lives have been very quiet. I don't know. Now my when I get on my phone lives, I be getting the traffic. But when I get on my vertical lives, it don't be showing no love, y'all. It do not be showing no love. But it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. So now, let me see if we going to. Hmm. Yo, this one sound good. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make it a floaty. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear it, but let's see. Because I can't hear it right now. Hmm. I don't know, y'all. I do not know, y'all. I don't know. I digress. I don't know. I don't feel like playing with it tonight. So I'm gonna go over that one day with y'all. I was gonna look at some TikToks, but I don't feel like fixing the audio. I think the audio is fixed. To be honest, I think the audio is on. Oh, I digress. Okay. Anywho, let's talk about one more thing that your girl needs to talk about with y'all. How about that? With this being a travel channel, y'all, I tend to dive into travel a lot because it is a travel channel. But I'm not a heavy travel blogger, y'all. I let y'all into my vlogs that are like my diaries, right? But I really don't give y'all the whole aesthetic and the content creation part of my vlogs, right? And I don't know if I want to do that, right? I'm about to be very transparent with y'all. I don't know if I want to do that. And I explain why. Because for me, I want to look back at it and actually laugh at the real time. You know what I mean? I don't want to look back. That's why I started watching YouTube. I will be 100% transparent with y'all. I started watching YouTube in 2015, 2014. Anywho, a lot of people wasn't watching YouTube like I was watching YouTube, right? YouTube was like I watch YouTube now as my TV channel. People back then was like, how could you just watch somebody walk around with a camera in their face? Like they were really authentic. People didn't have cameramen like they have now. People wasn't like people was just going doing their daily day, holding the camera, talking, right? Being a transparent self. It wasn't no let me set the camera down so you can watch me do this or let me it wasn't all that extra for a content creator, right? It was just them being authentic. And that's how I fell in love with a lot of the YouTubers that I watch. And I think that's why I stopped watching some of them because then they became more mainstream, right? Because they had to keep up with the times because that's what pays their bills, right? And when they first started, it wasn't starting out as paying their bills, it was starting out as a hobby. And then once they saw where it could, because they had what happened was they had their following, right? And once they it changed over where they can start making serious money with their following, then they started keeping up with what they called the content creator. So they had to start that as their job. And once you start that as your job, you have to keep everything clean, everything crisp, like you are watching a TV show, right? So they had to do everything to make it as mainstream as they could for the advertisers because they were starting to get advertisements and things like that that actually pays the bills. It wasn't just the YouTube paying their bills, it was the advertisers who were paying their bills, just like they do with your mainstream media, right? So they started getting away from what was the girl next door. And it reminded me actually of a show that I watched, going into a rabbit hole real quick. A show called what's it? 30 going on 13 going on 30. And the girl job was to find something that was relatable to everybody. So she just went back to the norm of just the girl next door, right? Type of deal. And that's what actually kept the momentum going, right? In 2024, I mean 2015, 2016, 2017. Well, 2016, yeah, it still had that. In 2017, I was just like, I just wanted to bury myself outside of my own ish that I was going through because that year I had lost my mom in the 2016. So I was just trying to watch to get the my thoughts out for me and watching and dig into what other people was going through, and they were very transparent with it, and it made it easier for me. Just being honest, okay. So when that all happened, I um, I had started my YouTube channel in 2017. Well, I started it some in 2016, but mostly I was posting in 2017, right? And all if you go back, most of those videos are gone. But it was just me being transparent to try to keep the to let out like my diary pretty much, right? So then I got away from that, and because travel has always been my passion. And I feel when you do stuff, you want to find what your passion is. And travel has always been my passion, as well as what my career is that I do now. Um, I do it to help people. And I have always been that person to help people. And, but at the same time, um, traveling, now I found a niche that I can help people by being a travel advisor to help people, enjoy life just like I'm trying to, right? Okay. So that takes me back to what I was saying about my channel. My channel um, has not been those crisp things that people like to watch, right? Like this dart hole in my wall um, from Hubby playing darts. Like I can easily put on a green screen like this. I can easily do a green screen like this, right? To kind of take away from what y'all see, right? Or I can easily do something like this, right? To take away what y'all see, right? Behind me, right? But for the most part, I like to be transparent, right? I like to actually give y'all the real, the raw of me. That's what I like to do, right? So, with that being said, let me see this. I'm gonna just blur it tonight, just because I feel like it. But I like to give the real, the raw, the 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 rawness of me. And when I do that, it's because I want my audience and everybody to experience who I am, right? And that's exactly what happens when I travel. Now, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all one more again, okay? When I travel, me and hubby pretty much does things differently, maybe from other people. Like everybody's vacations looks different, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I love the Caribbean, right? I love to go sit by the water, sip my cocktails, and enjoy a vacation, right? But because travel now has started to be more of seeing what I can see and how much I can see, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me take this off because it seems like it is starting to like make me um not what I want, right? Let's see. Okay, so now I think it's better. Okay, so back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by this thing right here. All right. So yeah. So when I travel now, I'm traveling to feel places to advise people to go. So kind of like work without work. You know what I mean? Like um and to actually see the world, you know what I mean? Like really see stuff that I always wanted to see but never thought I could see. You know what I mean? Um and for example, New Year's. New Year's, I never would have thought I would have went to Brazil, right? And it was just a let's go to Brazil. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Um, yeah. So with that being said, I try not to do so much of the because you know what? I'm gonna be transparent one more time, one more again, and then I'm gonna stop. For my birthday vlog, I vlogged, right? And I fell so in love with the vlog that I was anticipating coming out when my SD card broke and I didn't get it. And then I didn't have really no memories of the important things that I wanted to get for content instead of for me. That broke my heart, y'all. That literally broke my heart. I thought I was going to have great content for y'all because I did more content creation that trip and less just vlogging what I was doing. And I did more of yeah, after the content creation, and I had some clips and that stuff that I just wanted personally for myself. And yeah, once the thing, I said that was a sign because content creation is for the person that loves to do content. I love to enjoy life and I want to share it with y'all. And that's what my channel is about. My channel is about here's what I'm doing. Y'all want to see it. Y'all want to see me. Y'all want me to tell y'all about it. Y'all want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. Just that's why I like story times because I can tell y'all, but then y'all can go back and kind of see it in my vlog when I'm actually doing it. And it's not just the content. You know what I mean? It's not just the pretty aesthetics of what it's going to be. When you see it. Like I have done some, like I did a get ready with me for the airport, and that was totally created, right? And it came out totally content created, right? It didn't give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly of me doing my makeup on a regular day like I did when I went out with my friend Mahogany for a night out in New Orleans. If y'all saw that one was pretty much me just doing my makeup and just chillaxing, doing my makeup and chit chatting, right? So that's the things that you get in the different vibes that you get when you know, watch the channels. And that's my channel. My channel is just good, raw, and to the point, is what I'm trying to say, right? And speaking of channels, my Facebook group, Affordable Couples Travel, Key to Travel. I haven't been seeing you guys. Go ahead and check out Affordable Couples Travel, Key to Travel. It's for couples to travel. It's not a retreat. We just are looking to have a great time for a good time, but not a long time. Okay. So if y'all want to meet other couples and y'all just want to chillax with us, please hit us in that Facebook group. Tell us where you want to go. There's a couple of trips that we are offering right now. One is Aruba, one is New Orleans. And yeah, if y'all just want to chit chat, chill, kick back, enjoy our city, we'll be happy to show y'all around and be your tour guide as a couple. And yeah, I think that would be fun. I think that would actually bring a lot of couples that don't want to like fly long distances right now, that money, they don't know what's going on with the economy, and they just want to just take a breather, you know what I mean? And coming to NOLA as a quick trip. Again, you don't it's not all about Bourbon Street and clubbing because a lot of couples just don't want to do that anymore. We did that. You know what I mean? We done that. We seen that. There's a lot other things to do in NOLA where you don't have to just club. You know what I mean? So yeah. And if you do want to do that too, we can also take y'all to do that too. And listen to some live music, and the itinerary for New Orleans is kind of laissez faire. If y'all don't know what that means, it's kind of just chill, relax. That's a New Orleans type thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, if y'all looking to do that, please visit us at Affordable Couples Travel, Key to Travel. And yeah, for the couples to spend a weekend in NOLA or a long weekend in Aruba. So yeah, we was doing Belize, but Belize kind of fell by the wayside because the timing was too short of a notice. So yeah. So that's what we have, y'all. If y'all have anything to tell me or add to it, please hit us down in the chatterization. And y'all, there have been so much drama going on right now on YouTube that I was like, you know what, I need to come and talk about some refreshing things like travel. You know what I mean? Because there is so much going on with the Little Mermaid, and this one and that one, and this one and that one and this. And I'm just like, can we just all get along? Can we all just get along? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's just been a lot in the news and the shade room TMZ, and it's just been a lot going on, and we're a travel channel, right? And we be trying not to get involved in the foolishness, right? But we see it. Yes, we do. We see it. So that's why I wanted to come and just talk about a little bit of vacation stuff, right? So the next thing I want to talk about with vacations, y'all. How long in advance do y'all book y'all vacation? You can't ask me because I'm a last minute type of girly, right? This I think it's the shortest that I booked my vacation. That'll, I mean, the longest. I think the shortest, the longest. So yeah, look like everybody's quiet in this thing tonight. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing tonight? Show your girl some love. Please like the video and subscribe if you will. I would appreciate you. But yeah, I think that's all I had on my agenda. I was gonna do some TikTok reviews tonight. I ain't feeling it. If y'all feeling it, let me know down in the chat. But I ain't feeling it tonight. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all. Just tell y'all a little story time about the bad weather and our last trip. And if y'all want to see our last trip and y'all didn't get to see it, go ahead and check it out on my channel. It's the last vlog that we just posted. Sure did. Sure did. But again, you have to be patient when it's bad weather in your area, especially around the winter time. And for us in NOLA in May, because we always have floods. Yeah, y'all. That's pretty much how I be, you know? You know? But yeah, I'm not gonna rain on nobody's parade. But I know y'all heard my airline is the number one airline. Domestically. They yellow and black. They yellow and black. They yellow and black. I know y'all making fun of me, y'all. I saw y'all a comment about Spirit when I told y'all Spirit was the airline, but Spirit is the number one in 2025. Do you know why? No. You know what? I ain't gonna need much jinx it. Uh, uh, mm, 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 yeah, yeah. Shout out to Spirit Airlines. American, I ain't been rocking with y'all either. But they said when Southwest take away them free bags, people gonna be rocking with American and the Big D. That won't be me. I have no issues or no qualms with the Big D. I just think they're overrated. And people that fly Big D, because they do get their points and all pretty quickly. But I'm just not a Big D fan. Maybe if I stayed in the A, I would be, but I don't stay in Atlanta, and I'm not a Big D fan. And to be honest with you, the only one I have been really falling in love with a lot lately is Spirit. Um, Spirit don't go overseas, so that's that's here nor there. But yeah, I I really like to fly Spirit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say, but I do. Well, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all this tonight because really what I wanted to talk about was the bad weather, and again, our Facebook group, Affordable Couples Travel, Key to Travel, and I am your girl Key. And if y'all want to come and watch my vlogs and travel with me, please make sure you subscribe and like our video. because what we do here at Key to Travel, we like to travel. We like to give y'all deals on travels. If y'all want the deals, hit me up on our travel group. That's Affordable Couples Travel, Key to Travel on Facebook. Hit us up there, and I will give y'all a good dealy deals. And if y'all want good dealy deals and you don't have Facebook, you can always hit me up in the comments, or you can go ahead over to our Instagram, which is Key to Travel, or our TikTok, which is Key to Travel. So y'all can check us out. 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 Who in the chatterization? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? But I have ran my mouth for the most part tonight. I think I hit all the agendas for tonight. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it out for the night. This is your girl, Key. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace. La 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 la. La 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 la.